everyone, well, this is Sin and welcome back to my channel, Stampin' Munchkins. I'm wearing the same clothes because I'm doing all the intros at once. Alright, today I am going to be sharing a card and it's all about snowflakes. I hope you enjoy, so let's get started. Here's the card that we're making today. It's so much fun. Here are the items I'm using. Not2Shabby Fall Gnomes, Lawn Fawn Snowy Stencil, Lawn Fawn Snowflake Stencil, Pink Fresh Kelly Alpha lowercase, Lawn Fawn Hillside Borders in A2 size, Lawn Fawn Slimline Stencil, die, Bristol, Lawn Fawn Holographic Cardstock, Lawn Fawn Pearl Vellum, and all these tools and distress oxides, and everything will be listed and linked below as always for easy shopping. Again, these are all the tools I used. So many tools, COPIC colors. It'll be shown later in the video, plus linked below. These are the 3 distress ink colors I'm using: Stormy Sky, Weathered Wood, and Speckled Egg. I'm showing you the 2 different sponges. I got the scrapbook.com sponge recently, and it's a lot denser. I like the shape, but I don't know if I like how dense it is. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification when you get a chance, or do it now so you don't forget. So I am using my Bristol cardstock, smooth cardstock, to blend, as it seems to give a lot nicer blend. So I started doing this going forward. I really like it. And I chose these 3 colors because I wanted it to be like a dark snowflakey wintry sky. And this is my dual heat gun, dual power, and you can see that I showed you the middle is like the low setting, which I like to use to dry things, and the high setting to melt my embossing powder. So now I'm going over with my snowflake stencil, and I'm using the same colors that is on the bottom in the same, again, the same color, and in a lot darker or heavier hand so that it shows up darker. Cleaning the stencil off, moving it so that I get the whole panel. And this one is a Stormy Sky. So I have Speckled Egg on one side, Weathered Wood in the middle, and Stormy Sky on the other side. So I just keep going until I like that it's all filled out. And it's super easy. I'm going to make sure it's dry again using that middle setting. I'm going to test it first to make sure that it's dry before I emboss. So I put my powder tool on the entire panel, and it is dry because it's not sticking. And I want to use Versamark, but I don't want to use my ink pad because I don't want to contaminate it. So I'm using my Versamark refill, and I just poured some or squeezed some on to my glass media mat, and I picked it up. And I have a dedicated sponge for each color, and I do have one for the Versamark too. So I used the Snowy Sky stencil, which I really like, and now I'm putting the Ranger holographic embossing powder, and I will be coating it twice, getting rid of all the excess, and it's going to be a very subtle sheen, which you will see in a little bit. But I'm going to do my whole panel, and I'm using the high setting because I am you can see that slight sheen there. I needed a little more because I will be doing the whole panel, and I'm just going to be doing the bottom part because you can see that it tapers off. It's a snow flurry on the top, and then it tapers off on the bottom. So again, I'm using the same Ranger holographic embossing powder, making sure it's coated good, and I going to be melting it again, high setting, using my Wagner dual power heat gun. This thing is so big and clunky, but I really love it. And now you can see that slight shimmer. So there's 3 layers to that panel. There's just the regular inked, blended, and then the snowflake, and then the snow flurry. Now I'm going to be adding these 2 cute gnomes, and I wanted an analogous color scheme. So because my background is blue, the analogous means next to the color on the color wheel. So I'll be using green and a blue violet. So here's all the COPICs I used for the chief gnome or chief elf. And then this is the little elf using green. And I'm using a clear iridescent, like a stickles. I don't have stickles. This is the one I have, but I will link something comparable below. And just on the stripes and the fur. So now I'm using the alphabet die from Pink Fresh Studio, and I cut it out from the holographic cardstock and white cardstock, and I will stack them up. These are so easy to stack up. And these remind me of Nancy May from Handy Scandy, because they look Scandinavian. So very whimsical. I really like it. And now I'm cutting the panel because I wanted the stitching detail using my Lawn Fawn slimline stitching die, and it is 3.5 by 8.5, the finished size. So now I'm just gluing all the hole, and I'm going to be double dipping in this video. This is part of a snowflake, all about snowflake hop, and the next person in the hop will be in my description. But I also wanted to put my hat in for Not2Shabby's design member spot, like a January spot. And she has a vision board, which this kind of follows, but I don't have red, but I totally cheat by putting it on a red background in my pictures. But Jamie, I hope you like this. I had so much fun, and you know I adore your shop and you, because you're such a generous heart. So anyway, I'm using the pearl vellum from Lawn Fawn, and I'm making snowy banks for these cute little elves. And I used it, the Lawn Fawn regular A2 size, stitched hillside borders, and I cut 2 of them out, and I used the slimline stitched die also so that I have the stitching detail on the bottom. And I just put double-sided tape for the first layer and put it around, wrapped it around, and then for the second top layer I did the same, but I just used the washi tape to put tack it on the back. And now this is the accent opaque 120-pound cardstock, which is so cheap. You guys need to get it. It is amazing and thicker than Nina, 110-pound. It'll be linked below. I don't get any commission off of that, as it's Amazon, but just to help you out. And then these elves are put on the card base using foam tape. And here it is. I just love all that shine to it. And I know it's not Santa themed, but I'm thinking this is the chief elf teaching the new young elf, you know, how to be jolly and ho ho ho. So again, I had so much fun creating this. Thank you so much for having me in this hop. And Jamie, this video is also for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Again, here's 2 pictures close up of the cards, and here's another video you might enjoy, and a card making playlist. And as always, click on my face to subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks everyone. Aloha!